Did Brady's success put more pressure on Peyton Manning to be successful? Because a lot of times you guys would match up in the playoffs. Like, I didn't know if Peyton compared himself to Tom or everything he did was measured against Tom, and here's Tom going to more Super Bowls and what that did to
No,
Peyton.
I don't think it was that, but we did know we were going to have to beat the Patriots. That was said. So you start focusing in on them. What are we going to have to do to win these matchups? And yeah, we all wanted to go to Super Bowls, and I know Peyton wanted to go to more than Tom did. But to do that, we're going to have to beat the Patriots. So that was always our focus coming into the season.
Do you know Brady better than Belichick or either one?
I don't know either one really well. Tom, though, really fascinating. I sent him a text when he came here. I said, it's going to be hard to root for you, but you're home team now. And so I'm going to have to. He sent me a text back. And then I think Shannon Sharp talked about how I ranked the quarterbacks 5 years ago or something. So that brought up a little animosity, I guess. But then I sent Tom a text of my son, Jordan, who wanted a Brady hoodie for Christmas. And I got it for him, and I sent the picture to Tom, and he laughed, and he sent Jordan an autographed jersey, and just notes to my boys. So it's been really good. It's been nice seeing him do well and have fun here in Tampa.
Wait, how did you rank these quarterbacks that it bothered Tom?
I had him at number 6, and I started out with the premise, Dan, that first of all, you can't rank them by who's the best. It's impossible to rank. My dad would say Otto Graham's the best ever, and I couldn't argue with that. How do I know between eras?
Yeah.
So I started out the piece with, I'm not going to go by who's the best. I'm going to tell you who was the most problematic for me personally preparing.
Okay.
And I started with John Elway because of just the story that I told you. And then Aaron Rodgers and Steve Young, the mobile guys who you could defend everything. And then Steve Young ran 75 yards through the whole Minnesota Vikings team, broke about 20 tackles, So I'm going to put those guys first. Now I'm going to go to my pocket passers. And, well, of course, everybody then, how can you have Tom Brady 6? He won 55 Super Bowls. And I said, that wasn't the point of it. It wasn't who won the most Super Bowls, who was the best, who was the toughest to really handle.
The best pocket passer, in your opinion, of all time is who?
Again, it's still hard to say.
Modern era. Just they were known as a pocket passer. Is Peyton better than Tom as a pocket passer?
I'm always going to go with Peyton because he was my quarterback. But I'll say this. There's some guys, Warren Moon, you talk about stand in the pocket and give somebody protection and watch the ball, just be intimidated by how pretty the ball comes out and how on target it is. We had a receiver in Minnesota, Jake Reed, who they said didn't really have great hands. Jake caught 100 passes one year because every ball was between the 8 and the 6. He didn't have to use his hands at all. And so, there's some guys who could throw some pretty balls. Randall Cunningham, it was a pretty pocket passer ball. Jeff George. So there's some guys that you wouldn't put in the top of the quarterback list, but if you said, hey, I can protect them and just watch them throw from the pocket, you'd put Jeff George with anybody.
He did throw a great deep ball, but problem is that maybe the guy on the receiving end wasn't always
there.
Well,
we're not talking about who he threw to, and if he threw to the other team, and if he knew where those guys were, but just pretty balls from the pocket.